Hey you guys, and welcome to Dollar Workout Club. Today we're doing an awesome cardio day. I'm Lynn, this is Natalie, and this is Drew. And if you're wondering about our tank tops, if you're new to Dollar Workout Club and wondering who to follow, let me give you a brief tutorial. If you're going to be doing a modified or less intense version of today's exercise, you're going to be following me in green. For a more of intermediate level, you're going to be following Natalie in yellow. And for a very hard or intense exercise, you're going to be following Drew in red. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually go over the two moves that we're doing in today's exercise with the modifications so that you know who to follow in today's exercise routine. And then we'll do the warm-up and Drew will explain the workout and we'll get straight into it. So we're only doing two moves today for this high-intensity cardio exercise. The first is going to be box jumps. So at a green or modified level, I'm going to be grabbing a smaller stool. Now, if you don't have a stool in your house or something low to the ground, a great thing that you can use is just the stairs in your home. And if you're doing a beginner or modified, you're usually just use the first stair, but you can also use the second stair, so challenge yourself. So for a green or modified, you're going to step up and you're going to just step down, and you're going to try to alternate which foot you step up with, and that way you're just switching off. So right foot step up, then maybe left foot step up, right foot step up and down, up and down. Make sure you have your whole foot on that stool, okay? I don't want you to accidentally fall off of it by just putting the toe up and coming up, okay? So foot planted, all the way up, all the way down. For the yellow or intermediate level of this, you're actually going to jump up and you're going to step down. So jump up and step down. And again, for the intermediate level, I like to do this exercise on the second stair of my home, jumping up and stepping down. For the hardest or most intense version, you're going to be jumping up and jumping down. So you'll see that he's jumping up, he's coming up to full extension at the top, and then he's jumping down. Now the key is when he gets to the top, he is doing a full extension and squeezing his glutes before he jumps down. And as you can see, he's using a tall surface. Something that can work as long as it's pressed up against the wall and you're jumping into the wall is a chair. If you have a sturdy chair and you press it up against the wall, you can jump onto that. It's much harder and higher, and then jump down. And remember that full extension at the top. So the only other exercise we're doing today is a burpee, but we're doing it in an interesting way where we're doing it with one leg, which is very difficult and really gonna engage that core for you. All right, so for a beginner or modified version, I'm gonna be using a tall stool. You can use a countertop, or if you wanna make it harder, you could use a lower ledge or chair. You're gonna have your hands firmly placed on the edge of whatever you're using. Then you're gonna step one foot back, the other foot back, one foot forward, the other foot forward, and then you're gonna raise up on one leg. So you're not doing obviously a one leg burpee for the entire move. You're gonna step back, step forward, and then you're gonna reach with one foot. And you're gonna alternate which foot you reach on. Or what you can do is do the same foot the entire time, and for the next round, you can switch legs. So that's completely up to you. Just stay consistent throughout the exercise. For a yellow or modified version of the exercise, you're going to be using a ledge to make it a little bit easier, and you are going to use one foot the entire time. You're going to, with one foot, jump one foot back, jump one foot forward, and jump up on that one foot. Really engaging that core. You're using a lot of stabilizer muscles here, you guys, because you're trying to balance, okay? And you can either, again, switch off and alternate every round, or if you want to make it a higher intensity and pace, I'd recommend staying on the same foot for that entire round, and then alternate to the other foot for the second round, okay? And then you're gonna alternate back and forth. For an advanced level, this is a really killer one. You're doing the entire motion with one foot. So you come down on one foot, you jump out, you come back up, and you jump, okay? Now you're not going all the way chest to ground like we normally do since we're on one foot, but this is really working a lot of your quad, and you're really getting that heart rate up. So remember, you're on one foot the entire time if you're doing advanced, back, forward, jump, one foot the entire time throughout the round, and then you'll alternate to the other foot for the next round. And we'll remind you as you go, because you'll be following us throughout this entire exercise. So Natalie and I are gonna go ahead and start our warm-up, so follow that warm-up with us while Drew explains the entire exercise for us today.
All right, you guys, what we got here is we're doing Tabata workouts, okay? We've done a few of these in the past, but if you're new to Tabata, basically what it is 20 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest, and it's usually a 4-minute period, so a total of 8 rounds, which equals 4 minutes total. And we're gonna be doing box jumps for the first Tabata set, which is 4 minutes. Then we're gonna rest for 30 seconds. Then we're gonna jump into the second set of Tabata, which is gonna be the one-legged burpees, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So basically we're doing 8 minutes total of exercise. We're gonna have a 30-second rest in between those two sets. And like Lynn said, for example, for the one-legged burpees, one round you'll do your right leg, the next round do the left leg, but just follow us, and we'll be kind of showing you, we'll be the examples for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in with these guys for the warm-up, and then we'll get started with the workout in a few seconds.
We're just gonna finish up with some arm circles, doing about 10 forward or backward and then alternating. So you're doing 10 forward and 10 backward, whatever order you want. Just really loosening up those arms.
I'm going kind of fast because I didn't get warmed up like you guys
Woo!
did. Self-hugs, high knees. Okay.
Or just do whatever you want. Like
Or
Drew
do
does.
whatever you want.
I'm ready.
Drew sometimes dances. This is what he called the Drew dance.
No.
Okay.
That's not how I dance.
That's how he dances. I know. All right, you guys, we're just going to get started in a few seconds. So get in place. Make sure you're near whatever you're jumping on. And we're starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right. Keep up the intensity these entire 20 seconds. If you're green, you can alternate feet, or what I'm doing is I'm actually stepping up with the same foot during this round the entire time because I really want to keep my pace up and my heart rate up. And then I'm going to switch feet for the next round. But whether you alternate or stay on, it's up to you. Rest time. All right. Really utilize these 10 seconds. Focus on your breathing. Try to catch your breath. Get that heart rate down. 2, 1, and go. So now I'm using the other foot, okay? If you're doing the modified version, you can go ahead and do that with me. Switch feet.
When you're doing box jumps, you really want to focus on when you're jumping back down, landing gently on the pads of your feet and not having
2,
a really harsh landing.
1, and rest.
Oh, man. It's get hard.
Woo. Start breathing. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, I'm alternating feet. Okay, if you're doing that same alternating move with me, go ahead and do that. Focus on your breathing. Try to keep a fast pace. We're really trying to get that heart rate up, okay?
Okay.
Come on, be careful. Yeah.
Woo. Breathing in. All right, 3, 2, 1, and break. Nice job, you guys. Woo, we're a few rounds in. Good job.
Your heart rate should really be going up by now. If your heart rate isn't increasing, you need to bump up your
2,
level.
1, and go. Just like Natalie said, if it's not getting harder for you to breathe, if your heart rate's not up there, if you think it's too easy, try moving up one of the levels, even if it's just for a round. You could always do yellow for one round and then go back down to green for the next, and then alternate between the two if you're in between. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! Good job. If you want, get a really quick drink of water, because these breaks are very short. 3, 2, 1, and go. Make sure you alternate if you need to. And yeah, be careful if you're using something in your house. Make sure it's pressed up against something. We obviously don't have that because we want to show you the exercise where we're at in this room, but it's great to push it up against the wall so it's a little bit more steady. 3, 2, 1, and break. Woo! Nice job, you guys.
When you're doing these, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
And go.
The yellow and red, you can really use your arms to help propel you off the ground, like this. So if you push your arms back a little bit and bring it up quick, that'll help you get some power to jump off the ground.
Keep moving, we're almost there. 3, 2, 1, and break.
Good job, guys.
Woo!
Almost there.
Almost there.
Good workout.
All right, and go. Make sure you're moving fast, keeping that heart rate up. Try to be consistent throughout the entire exercise where you're moving continually, okay? Don't want you to stop because we get that break at the end. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and break.
Now, we don't want you guys ever to get injured in one of our workouts, so if you notice your joints are starting to hurt, maybe switch down a level. That's okay if you need to do that. Go.
All right, we're going. Keep moving. Remember to make this harder. If you can't jump because of your knees or your ankles, you could just move faster, getting up on that step faster. You could also use a higher step and get more of a burn in those glutes by having to step up higher. 3, 2, 1. Oh. All right.
Almost there.
Nice job, you guys. Woo. Calm that breathing down.
Ready to go.
Oh wait, this is our break.
Oh, never mind.
We're overachieving.
Sorry,
We're
Just
overachieving here. We got our 30-second break. We teased you. Sometimes it's hard for us to keep track because we're talking the entire time, but really use this 30 seconds, you guys, to get a drink of water, walk around, try to calm that heart rate because we're starting in one-leg burpees in less than about 10 seconds from now.
So get in position for those one-legged burpees. This is gonna be a tough exercise. It's really gonna focus on your stability muscles.
3, 2, 1, and go.
So yellow, I'm gonna start on my right leg and do my right leg for the entire 20 seconds and then switch to my left leg for the next round.
Yeah, green, I'm doing the same thing. I'm walking up and down and reaching up on my right foot. I'm using this the entire round, and then I'm gonna switch to my left for the next one.
1,
break.
Good job, guys.
Hard.
Yeah.
Woo! Shake out that leg a second. All right, we're starting again in 3, 2, 1, and go. Remember, switching legs. Okay, if you didn't alternate, make sure you switch legs.
If you've watched any of our past videos, you know I'm not a very coordinated person, but that's why I like doing these one-legged exercises, because I'm really trying to improve on my weaknesses through these exercises.
We're almost there. 2, 1, and break.
Oh,
Good job.
those are burners.
Yeah.
It's getting hot in here.
You'll probably find that it's harder to jump as high on the single leg than with a double leg burpee. That's okay.
And
Switch.
go. Remember, switching legs. Breathing through, trying to keep that core tight throughout the entire motion, you guys, okay? Think belly button to spine.
5 seconds. You can do it. Go quick.
3, 2, 1, and break.
Oh.
Woo!
Remember,
Is that burning?
on yellow, the further away you can jump from the ledge, the harder it's going to be. All right?
All right, switching
And
legs
go.
and go. Like Natalie said, the further away you step or jump, the harder it is. So for green, if you find it a little too easy, step further back, okay? Or you can alternate between reps, going between yellow and green if you feel like you're more in between, or same for yellow and red. 3, 2, 1, and break.
Oh, man.
Woo!
Make sure that you're finishing each rep. So don't stop when you hear Lynn say 3. Even if you have to do half a burpee, that's okay.
2, 1, and go. Make sure you're switching your feet again, okay? And like Natalie said, the entire time you want full 20 seconds of high intensity. Do not quit in the middle of this. You get your 10 seconds rest. So keep going until I say break, okay? All right, 3, 2, 1, break. All right.
Good job, guys.
Woo!
We're almost done.
Catching that breath, getting a quick drink of water if you need it. Do not quit, we're almost there. 3, 2, 1, and go. Switching feet, make sure you're really alternating. Focus on your breathing. I know it's hard and you're probably getting out of breath. You can do this. Don't quit. These Tabatas are hard, but they're high intensity for a reason because we're burning more fat with these interval trainings, okay? 3, 2, 1, and break.
Losing my balance.
Yeah, Dollar Workout Club, we believe in working out smarter, not longer. That's why we focus on these high intensity interval trainings to really get that heart rate up and burn more fat through you throughout the day.
Go.
Go. Moving. Move fast. Keep that intensity up. Make sure you switch legs. Really push yourself, you guys. Really push yourself throughout this last couple rounds. We're almost there. Keep going. Woo! 3, 2, 1, and break. Nice job.
So like Lynn said, we believe in doing really high intense workouts with a short rest period. And
2, 1, and go.
hold on, I'll finish this thought when I can breathe again.
Woo! Keep going, you guys. Think to yourself, I can do anything for 20 seconds, okay? During each of these rounds when you're tired and you don't want to move, just think, I can do this. I can keep doing this. You're almost there. 3, 2, 1, and done.
Good job, you guys.
That was hard.
Virtual high five.
That was a really tough one. Catch your breath. Get a drink of water. I know your heart rate's going to be elevated and high right now. That's very normal. Just start calming that breath, taking deep breaths in and out, getting a drink of water.
So what I was saying earlier is that I used to think that to get into really good shape, that I had to work out for an hour and a half, 2 hours. My past experiences with marathon running, I thought you had to put in tons of miles. And I've changed my method of training, and that just isn't so. You can get really high intense 20-minute workouts in and have just as awesome results, and you're not taxing your adrenal system, and you're maintaining something, or you're creating something that's more maintainable for your whole life.
Absolutely.
Sure. Good job, Team Red.
We're gonna go ahead and get
Ooh,
into
hey.
that calf stretch.
So what we're going to do is, for calves, this time we're going to do it laying down. So you're going to be kind of in push-up position like this. You're going to have one leg back. Try and push that heel to the ground. Cross that other foot over and push down on that heel. This is a great deep calf stretch.
For me, to make it a little bit easier, what I do when I'm modified is I just step that one foot back, and I basically just push, trying to push my heel towards the ground, and I have my other foot there for stability and balance. It still works that same muscle, still stretching those calves.
Other one.
Woo!
Doing all those box jumps, your calves get tight.
Yeah, like Natalie said, what I love about these Tabata exercises, if you research the science behind it, there were two groups when Dr. Tabata did a study. One group did 60 minutes of walking, so that's 60 minutes of walking.
Hip flexor stretch.
And the other group did one Tabata a day. And after a long period of time, they compared the two, and the group that did just the 1 minute, the one Tabata, the 4 minutes, burned more fat and lost more weight.
Yep. So for the hip flexor, you want to push this hip forward and push off of this knee, lean back a little bit. As you bring this hip forward, you should feel a nice deep stretch right in here.
Woo.
And remember, it's not, your exercise plays a role in your fat loss, but it's more importantly your nutrition. And you have to remember, carbs don't make you fat, fats don't make you fat, protein doesn't make you fat. What makes you gain weight is an energy imbalance, so just eating too many calories at the end of the day. So what we really encourage you guys to do is take a look through our healthy recipe section and pick a few recipes that you want to try out this week.
It's also about your quality of calories instead of just quantity. So if you eat 1,000 calories of donuts, you could lose weight, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the body you want, because you have to have a balance of macronutrients as well. But that's a video for another time. We'll get into nutrition later. But it's true. And
Oh man.
give yourselves a pat on the back, you guys.
Great job, you guys. Feel free to continue stretching while you watch our recipe and motivational video. It's great to stretch throughout the day, especially after a high intensity workout like this. We are so glad that you visited us at dollarworkoutclub.com and joined us in this workout, and we hope to see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
This question comes from Richard. I am 45 years old and about 70 pounds overweight. I went to the doctor recently and was told I need to start exercising and eating healthier. I know I need to make a change, but where do I start? I don't know much about working out. Well, one of the great things is that Dollar Workout Club is a great place to get started, right? Because we have workouts that fit every single fitness level, whether you're 45 years old and you're just starting out exercising now, you follow the person in green. And I think that's a great place to get started because you're having someone there instructing you on how to do the moves, and it's just an easy way of getting started, in my opinion, with working out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, my mom is 63 and she does these workouts and she has a little bit of arthritis and joint pain and she can follow the green level really well. And what she likes about it is because most of it is just body weight movements or you're using really light things like a soup can, you don't have that risk of injury that you would if you went to the gym and you were doing all these machines you don't know how to do that could injure yourself or throwing around heavy weight. And it's not about having to finish every single workout and being at the same intensity we're at. When you're doing green, like even if you get halfway through and you have to stop and take a break and then start back up, or even if you don't finish every workout 100%, you're still gonna see progress if you're persistent.
I think it's really important to have really realistic expectations too. So, you know, if you start working out, I don't want you to think, oh, I'm gonna lose 30 pounds in 2 weeks, right? Because then you're just gonna set yourself up for disappointment, and that can lead you to wanting to quit and not continue. And so, even if it means, you know, at the beginning, especially if you're not exercising at all right now, if you're not doing any healthy eating, what we have found is that people who try to change everything in their life in regards to those two topics have a hard time sticking with it because it feels so different than what they're used to doing. And so even if it means that you just make a promise to yourself that you're gonna log on every single day and you're gonna watch the motivation video 5 days a week, maybe you'll make 3 of the healthy recipes and maybe you'll start with just 2 of the workouts, right? So setting realistic goals for yourself, and then you can progressively build up to doing the workouts 3 days a week, 4 days a week, or 5 days a week. But the key is that you want to make it feel comfortable for yourself, and you want to build that habit into your daily routine of logging on to Dollar Workout Club and watching us and getting that inspiration, that motivation, and then that desire to want to do the workout and eat healthy. So my suggestion would be just make smaller changes that are easier for you to adapt into your life. Pick the ones that you think are going to be the easiest, and then as those just become part of who you are, then you can add a different change and a different change in.
Yeah, small baby steps. Hopefully that answers your question, Richard. We appreciate all your questions, you guys. Feel free to ask us questions on our social media or in the comment section below.
Hey guys, we just want to take a second to let you know how much we appreciate you. Dollar Workout Club wouldn't be a club without each of you guys, and you mean so much to us.
Yeah, and we want you guys to leave your comments. There's a section below where you can talk about if you've tried the recipe or how you thought of the workout or how you did in the workout or questions about the motivational tips. If you have comments or questions, please leave them below.
Yeah, and don't forget to invite your friends, you guys, to join us here at Dollar Workout Club. And don't forget to follow us on social media using these handles below.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.